Daily God's Promise Day 11 inches Psalm chapter 34 verse 18. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart, and saves such as have a contrite spirit. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart. This is not poetic comfort, it's divine truth. When your heart is shattered, God does not stand far off. The word, broken, here means crushed, shattered, or deeply wounded. It speaks to real pain, emotional, relational, spiritual. God's response to brokenness is not distance, but nearness. He doesn't wait for you to pull yourself together. He draws close in the breaking. Nearness is God's first act of mercy to the hurting, and saves such as have a contrite spirit. The word, contrite, means crushed with guilt, deeply humbled, or bowed low. This is not just emotional grief, it is spiritual humility. God does not despise those who come to Him in honest repentance and pain. He saves, not just from sin, but from despair, shame, and self-condemnation. God's salvation touches both eternity and emotional healing. He sees the posture of the heart, not just the words of the mouth. In Isaiah chapter 57 verse 15, God says He dwells with him who is of a contrite and humble spirit. In Psalm chapter 51 verse 17, David declares, "The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit. You will not despise." In Isaiah chapter 66 verse 2, God looks upon the one who is humble and trembles at His word. In Luke chapter 7 verse 38-50, Jesus welcomes the weeping woman who pours perfume on His feet, because her heart was contrite. In 2 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 10, Paul writes that, "Godly sorrow produces repentance leading to salvation." In Matthew chapter 5 verse 4, Jesus says, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." This verse is a promise to every person who has ever felt crushed, overwhelmed, or ashamed. It says to the broken, "You are not alone." God is not only near, you are the very one He comes closest to. For today's church, this is a word of hope for the emotionally weary and spiritually wounded. We must remind people that vulnerability before God is not weakness, it's the starting place of healing. This generation often hides its brokenness behind busyness, pride, or filters. This verse invites us to be honest. God meets us in the cracks, not our performance. If your heart is broken today, know that God's nearness is His answer. And if your spirit is low, know that His salvation is on the way. This promise is not for the perfect, but for the honest. Draw near to Him, and He will draw near to you. God bless you and give you grace after grace.